And whoops. Draw a model for a multiplication problem that you might be solving. So, it's everybody's favorite topic, story problems. All right. So now let's say I have a person by the name of Bob. We'll say, hi, Bob. Here's our Bob. I'll even put a little smiley face. Stick guy. Whoop, there we go. There we go. The legs aren't really attached. Okay. But there's Bob. And let's fix that. There we go. Okay. Now I got Bob, and he has a weird deformed foot. All right. And we have that he is, let's say he's 4 years old. Let's do this. I'll do abbreviation. 4 years old. Now we want to figure out how old his dad is compared to Bob. So if I say Bob is 4 years old and his dad is 6 times that, so I'm going to put a 6, and I'll say 6 times older than Bob. I got to think, how am I going to write this as a multiplication problem? Okay, look at what I do know. I know that Bob is 4 years old, and I also know that his dad is 6 times older. Okay, so if I write it out like this, I'd say I would have to take 4 Bobs if I wanted to add all of their years together. If I were going to say I had 4 Bobs, or not 4 Bobs, sorry, they're 4 years old. Let me say that. I have a 4-year-old Bob. I would have to take 6 Bobs who were all 4 years old to add up to get the same age as the dad. Sorry about that. It's the fun of being live. All right. 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'd have to do that. But we're talking about multiplication. We're not talking about addition. So what I would look and say, I have essentially 4, and how many groups of 4 do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would say 4 times 6, which you can see we took the 4 and we took the 6. All right, so right there, this is my equation that I have. I have the fact that his dad is 24 years old. All right. Now, that's the equation part. We got to figure out how to draw a model for this. All right. So I'm going to go to the next slide. Let's see here. All right. So I'm going to go back to and rewrite this. So I have 4. This is what we're working with. 4 times 6 equals 24. Where we're talking he's 24 years old. Okay, I got to figure out how to represent this. So I'd already talked about one way earlier. I said, really, what we're doing is this. We'd have to take, to get, this is the dad's age, remember? So I'll write dad's age. Okay. And I'm trying to get that age from the fact of, again, that I know that Bob is 4 years old and his dad's 6 times older. Okay, those numbers. So I got to look and see, like I said before, I would have to take 6 groups of 4 to get Bob's dad's age. So I could say something like this. I'd have 4, he's a 4-year-old, and then I could go another 4. You might hear me in other videos call this a candy bar graph. Okay, but we're going to kind of make it like this. And now I have 4 4s, but I need to have 6. All right. That's 2, 4, 6. All right, so I got 6 groups of 4 right there. So again, if I looked at it, I'd have to add them up and go 4 plus 4, that's 8, plus another 4, it's 12, plus another 4, 16, plus another 4, it's 20, and last but not least, plus another 4, again, we get our 24. All right? So that's one way to show, basically show a representation, a visual model of how to solve a multiplication problem. Okay, so a little review. Again, remember, I took the numbers that I had before. Let's go back to our first. All right, sorry about that, little technical difficulties. But again, what I was saying is, again, remember, just review. When you're thinking about how to draw a visual of your multiplication problem, you gotta basically take what you know of addition, because that's all multiplication is. It's repeated addition. So again, like I said before, I knew that his dad was 6 times older. Actually, let me start over. And we'll do it this way, so I can keep it consistent. All right. I knew Bob was 4, and I multiplied it by 6 because I knew Dad was 6 times older. All right. And that got me my 24. And then to represent that, I need to figure out how many groups of 4, which is this, 6, that I would need to get to make the dad's age of 24. All right. And that right there is how you show a model for a multiplication problem. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll give it a smiley face, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.